Oh hey, you're here. Glad to see you decided to join me today. You're more on time than Seth is. You know, stretching is one of the most important parts of a workout. So let's get started. You can just follow my lead, no worries. It's more about feeling the stretch than rushing through it, okay? I would also like to mention that I'm not a professional, so if you're feeling any discomfort whatsoever, please take a rest and stop. I'll keep stretching on my own, but don't feel like you need to keep up with me. If you're feeling any pain or discomfort, you should definitely take a break. Alright? Okay, don't go hurting yourself on me. Alright. Well, first, let's get comfortable. You can stand or sit, whichever feels better for you. I'm going to start with a gentle neck stretch. Don't worry if you're not super flexible. It's all about easing into it. Okay. Let's start by tilting our head to the side. Take your right ear and gently guide it towards your right shoulder. You should feel a nice stretch along the side of your neck. It's okay if it's a little tight. Just breathe through it. Inhale. Exhale. That's it. Just stay right there for a moment. Keep going. You're doing great. Gonna hold it for a little bit longer. Alright, good job. Now gently roll your neck back to the center, and let's do the other side. Can tilt your left ear towards your left shoulder. Keep your shoulders relaxed, and try not to scrunch up. Just let everything release and relax. Ready? Inhale. Exhale. You feel that nice stretch? We're gonna hold this for like another 30 seconds. I can really feel it. We're gonna keep holding. Almost there. Alright, head back, up and forward. Now let's slowly bring our heads back to neutral. Close your eyes for a second and take a deep breath in. Inhale. And exhale. Great. I hope that's already starting to feel good. Next, let's move to the shoulders. We carry a lot of tension there, especially after a long day of work. Can start by rolling your shoulders forward, slowly. 1, 2, 3. Feel the muscles loosening up. Let's do a few more of those. Good. Gonna keep going. With this exercise, I always feel like it gets looser each time I go around. Just a little bit longer. All right. And now we're going to roll our shoulders backwards, slowly still. We want to open up the chest a bit more. Inhale as we roll back. And then our second round, exhale. That's it. Inhale and roll back. Exhale and roll back. That's it. Remember to go at your own pace. If you're feeling any discomfort whatsoever, feel free to stop. That's what's really important. You don't want to hurt yourself. Even when stretching, there's still a chance of an injury. All right, a little bit more. You're doing great. All right. Now extend your right arm out in front of you, palm facing down. Slowly bring it across your chest, keeping the arm straight. With your left hand, gently pull your right arm towards your body to deepen the stretch. You should feel this in the shoulder and the upper back. Then just hold it there for a few breaths. We'll be doing this for 30 seconds. Ready? Let's begin. I'm really starting to feel it. What about you? Make sure that your palm is open, okay? And that it's facing towards the ground. All right, good. Now let's switch sides. Extend your left arm, pull it across your body, and feel the stretch on your left shoulder. Keep breathing deeply. Inhale. And exhale. Do you feel how much tension you're releasing? Sometimes these little stretches make all the difference, especially after a long day. Just a little more. Okay, great job. Now let's open up our sides. Stand tall and reach your right arm up towards the ceiling, then slowly lean to the left. Keep your hips aligned and don't let them shift too much. You want to feel the stretch along your side. And now inhale and exhale. Make sure that you take your time and let your body really sink into the stretch. We're not rushing. We're gonna stay in this position for a few more breaths. Inhale and exhale. And now let's slowly go back up. Wonderful. Now let's do the other side. Left arm up and lean right. can feel the stretch on our left side of our body. Don't worry, you got this. If it's tight, just breathe through it. Deep inhales, slow exhales. And if there's tension, make sure that you take a break. All right. Oh, this feels so good. Don't forget to breathe, okay? Do you feel that stretch along your back? I feel it mostly in my shoulders. Alright, great. Now let's add a bit more movement. Stand with your feet about a shoulder width apart. Place your hands behind your head, elbows out. Let's gently twist our torso to the right, turning your chest towards the side. Make sure that you keep your hips still and go slowly. Inhale. And exhale. My back is going to feel so good after this. Okay, and now we're going to twist to the left side. Feel that release in your back and shoulders? This twist is great for loosening up the spine after a long day of standing or sitting at a desk. Keep it slow and steady. Don't forget to breathe, okay? Take those deep breaths in and out. You're doing great. Okay, great. We are now going to go into a forward fold position. Let's stretch out our hamstrings. Stand tall and then slowly fold forward from the hips. Keep your knees slightly bent if needed. Reach for your toes on the floor, and don't worry if you can't touch them. Just feel the stretch along your hamstrings and lower back. Ready? Let's go. You can also sway a little from side to side, letting your upper body relax. That's it. Just breathe and let gravity do the work. Inhale. And exhale. Feel that tension melt away? This is such a good stretch after a busy day. Alright, now slowly rise back up to standing and take your time. Don't rush. Once you're standing, you can roll your shoulders back again. Take a nice deep breath in and let it go. Inhale and exhale. Feeling good? Now that we've stretched the major muscle groups, let's take a moment to relax and center ourselves. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. Feel your body relax, releasing all the tension we've worked out today. Take a deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. Inhale and exhale. With each breath, let your body relax even more. your legs, your arms, your neck. Just let it all go. You've done so well today. Stretching is a great way to reset your body, especially after a long day. It's about taking a moment for yourself. That's something I've been learning to do more lately too. Take a few more breaths at your own pace. When you're ready, slowly open your eyes. I'm really glad we could do this together. It feels good, doesn't it? Remember, it's not just about the workout, but about taking care of yourself, no matter how busy life gets. You know, being a public security officer in New Eridu is no easy job. It requires a lot of stamina, strength, and focus. Some days it feels like I'm constantly on my feet, whether it's chasing down a suspect or being on high alert during an investigation. I don't always have time to focus on fitness, but staying in shape is a big part of the job. I have to be ready for anything, at any time. Yeah. There are so many moments when you just don't know what's coming next. Maybe I'll need to run a few blocks to catch someone, or lift something heavy. It's the unexpected that gets you. And that's why I make sure to stay in shape. It's not just for me, it's for the people I protect. When I'm in a good physical condition, I can handle whatever situation comes my way. It's not just about being strong, though. It's about having the endurance to last through long shifts, being able to stay sharp and focused, no matter how tired I get. That's where cardio comes in. My training is a balance. Strength for physical power, and cardio for stamina. I do a lot of work on my legs, running and climbing stairs. It helps me stay prepared, so to say. Well, that's why I'm here now. This is where I come to unwind and make sure I'm on top of my fitness game. Even if I'm tired after a long day of work, it's important to make time for it. You know, it's also about the mental clarity too. Being physically fit helps me think more clearly when I'm under pressure. It helps me stay calm in situations that could get out of control. When you've trained your body, you've trained your mind too. It's all connected. There are days when I come home just exhausted after work. My body's sore and my mind is drained, but I've learned that working out, even just a light stretch or a walk, helps clear my mind. It's like pressing a reset button. It helps me relax, release the tension, and focus on the next task. It's not always easy, but it's necessary, especially as you get older. I know it's hard sometimes, but when I'm feeling physically good, I feel mentally better too. It's like that balance I was talking about. And that's what makes all the difference in my work. I've got to be at my best, both physically and mentally, for the job and, of course, for you and for myself. I can't give myself all of myself, if that makes sense, if I don't take care of myself first. Alright, let's wind down for a few more stretches. You can stand tall and slowly bend forward at the hips, and we're gonna keep our back straight. Just like we did before. We're gonna let our arms hang down towards the floor, and we're gonna feel that stretch in our lower back and hamstrings. No rush, just let yourself sink into the stretch slowly. This stretch is also really good if you're sitting at a desk for too long or you're just standing for hours. Make sure you breathe in. And you breathe out. Alright, and a few more seconds. Okay, awesome. Let's go back up again. Wonderful. I hope you're feeling more relaxed. You know, since the new year started, I've been thinking a lot about my fitness goals. It's kind of like a reset, right? I mean, everyone talks about New Year's resolutions, and I didn't want to just get some generic goal. For me, it's about really committing to getting in better shape. Not just for the job, but for everyone, you know? I've always kept up with my training, of course, but this year I wanted to push myself a little harder. I mean, after everything that's happened, it's easy to put personal health aside, right? I've had some late nights, a lot of stress, and honestly, there were times when I wasn't taking care of myself the way that I should have been. So I figured, why not use the new year as a reason to refocus? After all, I can't help others if I don't take care of myself first. I'm sure you know how that feels. When you get so caught up in the routine or in taking care of others that you forget to check in with yourself. That's what happened to me. I've been feeling a bit more tired lately, so I decided that, starting this year, I'd make an effort to focus more on my fitness, strengthening my core, working on my flexibility, and yes, running more. And so far, I've been sticking to it. I've been setting small goals each week, like doing more cardio or lifting heavier weights. It's been tough, I won't lie, but each time I check in on my progress, I can see little improvements, and it's motivating, you know? I think one of the most important things for me has been adding variety to my workouts. It's easy to get stuck in a routine and not realize that your body is getting used to it, so I've been switching things up. Sometimes I'll do more bodyweight exercises or try something new, like yoga or swimming. It's about keeping my muscles engaged and surprised, you know? Keep things interesting too. Yeah, honestly, having a reason to stick to a plan makes all the difference. I'm not doing this just to look a certain way. I'm doing it to feel stronger and more balanced. I want to be able to do everything at my best, whether it's running after a suspect or keeping up with my friends, or with you after a long day. I really think the new year is going to give everyone a chance to reflect, don't you think? It's not just about big goals or changing everything all at once. It's about making steady progress, little changes here and there, one step at a time. So that's been my focus this year. Staying active, making my health a priority, and getting in even better shape. And I hope by the end of the year, I'll feel even stronger, more energized, and more capable. One day at a time. Besides, you look pretty good yourself. So I'm happy you can join me in these sessions. I hope we can have more together. Huh? You don't think I need to change how I look? You're so sweet. Honestly, I know I'm in good shape. I've been working out for years and my body's used to a certain level of fitness. The thing is, sometimes, even though I know I'm strong, I don't always have the time, to dedicate to the gym. Sometimes after a long shift, especially when things get hectic with a case or a situation, I'm just exhausted. You know that feeling when you've been running around all day, managing different things, and the last thing you want to do is to put on your gym clothes and lift weights? Or do another round of cardio? It's tough, because I don't want to fall behind. I've seen what happens when I don't keep up with my fitness routine. My energy drops, my focus isn't as sharp, and I just don't feel as strong or prepared for work. But even though I know all of that, sometimes I don't know, I can't seem to find the time. Working in public security means that there's no such thing as a predictable schedule. I can't count on having my evenings free, especially when things are busy. I've had days where I'm on my feet for hours, running from one call to the next, and by the time I get home, all I want to do is just sit down and relax. You know, you'd think after a full day of being active, I'd be tired enough to sleep straight through the night, right? But I found that if I don't keep my body moving, my mind stays busy, and I end up tossing and turning anyway. So I've been trying to make time for even just a little bit of stretching, or some light exercises before bed. Sometimes it's not just about the gym, but just staying consistent with something, you know? Even if it's just for 10, 15, or 20 minutes. I think that's the key, to be honest. I'm not always about going to the gym for an hour or two. I try to fit in quick workouts at home when I can't make it to the gym, like bodyweight exercises or a few rounds of stretching. Even if it's just a short 15-minute session, I can still feel the difference, you know? I really recommend it. I guess I've learned that it's about finding balance. If I can't do a full workout, I'll just make sure I'm staying active somehow. I don't beat myself up about missing a session. I know my body, and I know when I'm still getting the results I need. But you know, it's a constant struggle, fitting everything into my schedule. Sometimes I have to remind myself that it's okay not to be perfect. It's okay if I miss a few days. As long as I'm staying active in some way, even if it's just walking more during my shifts or taking the stairs instead of the elevator. Every little bit counts. And also, I want to remind you, because I know you've been insecure about how you look. Being in shape isn't just about looking a certain way. It's about being able to move freely, to have energy when you need it the most, to feel strong enough to do your job without feeling run down. So even on those days where you can't make it to the gym, just remind yourself that you're still doing your best. And that's enough. Maybe next week, we'll have more time to do a full session. Or maybe we won't. It depends on my schedule. But either way, we'll find a way to stay active. I guess we're just learning to be kind to ourselves. And it really does make a difference. Thank you so much for joining me today for this session. It was really cool of you to come along. I would love to schedule this again if my schedule allows. Alright, that sounds amazing. Thank you. Let's do this again sometime. All this light exercise kind of has me a little bit hungry. You want to come back to my place and I can cook us up a few, maybe dumplings or, I don't know, rice balls? What are you thinking? I think I might have some leftover stew in the fridge. So I can show you, you can tell me what you want to do. Alright, sounds good. Let's get going then. My body feels so free after all those stretches.